that same gap, and you can see the other fade. Cypher knows the gap.
Great find. Cypher wants him. Bloodlusting into the AWP for the equalizer. Can't get the second. Good work from Roy. He'll hold on for Fnatic. It's crucial. Misses his shot. That's a miss that he's not going to be punished for. Every time, I swear, Crucial misses the shot. Ranan's right there to hold on.
Mezzy's pushed here, so he's locked the door on this. There's no way back. It will have to be the A finish.
This is a weird one now. So you got Volt taking bomb short side. Smokes are already up for the left side, and you got to get past Fasha. Limited util. I say that as more is found, Ranan will be able to isolate the headshot box or force him out. Distraction. And that's the flank from Mezzy coming through, but down goes Fasha. Down goes Fasha. Mezzy activating. They're not ready for this. Crucial, I think he saw him. Catches a glimpse. They react in time. The bomb now down, and looks like it's another round into the breach. 11 rounds away from the well, hang on. Yeah, the playoffs. Yeah, okay, hang on.
One.
It didn't sound right.
No.
It didn't sound right.
And there's a reason it doesn't sound right. Like this, what is happening right in front of everybody's eyes is shell-shocking to the Counter-Strike worlds here.
The playoffs are the major.
Now you got to reel it in, and so do they. This is still going to be a tough game to close here, but they are running with that momentum from Overpass. And look at the hype. Fnatic couldn't be quieter now, but what are you going to celebrate? You're not winning anything. They get a couple of kills. That's all it is. And we knew getting to Vertigo was going to be a map that Into the Breach can tussle on. It was Overpass that we didn't think they should have too much of a chance. Sure, the Liquid game, it fills you with a bit of confidence. You think Inferno is probably where they had to get the business done. These are two more of Fnatic's maps where they find comfort. They are being tested right here, right now. As they will be down to just another limp in with some upgraded pistols, some Kevlar behind it, a few smokes.
They lost to one of these.
Oh, they're being a little bit slower and more diligent about it right now. They were a little bit more aggressive and spotted on the top of the boost. Peppered down, and Roy, he strikes, but he's stuck. The molly, not going to spread. Roy will be dealt with. Cypher with the exchange.
And that shouldn't be much more threatening. Fasha's 5-7 is lethal. This is a 3-on-3, a disturbing smoke to slow them down, slow their roll, combat AWPing. Joey, run down, saved by Cypher. One Deagle headshot from Mezzy. A peppering from that 5-7, maybe there's more. Volt doesn't think so. A pair of frags for the two Brits and a sixth. But Fnatic will get the guns out once more.
All right, well, this is already quite the commanding lead in the early stages. If they deal with this gun round again from Fnatic, who knows how many rounds on the T side Into the Breach will be getting here. There's really been no resistance. The gun rounds of Fnatic have not been able to stop them whatsoever. And the fact that you have Cypher just off this leash, able to take the ramp control, able to surge forward and continue to find them openings or trades over towards that ramp is going great guns. But Keita will take another timeout, and it just feels like he is running through these. I don't know if he's not happy with what he's seeing out of the way they're approaching the game from the macro standpoint, if it's some of the individual decisions. The thing is, he's not directing it towards anybody. It's more of a conference with Mezzy there. But this isn't necessarily a hype team. This isn't a team that you see getting too jazzed up. Maybe in a close game against G2 when it goes 3 maps.
Right.
But that wasn't the game to get you to the playoffs. This one is. And when you wake up today and you know you're going against Into the Breach, that right there, most upper echelon teams would look at that as a luxury. Well, right now, I don't think it feels that way.
Yeah, Fnatic. Bested by Monty and Gamer Legion previously.
2 teams in the playoffs. This could be 3.
Good grief. What an adventure this Legend stage has been.
They are changing their T-side approach up right now, so it's not going to be the same A pressure. It's over towards B. They want to try and grab that lobby control, and early smokes have been bled out from Fnatic on that side of the map.
Yeah, but this is more of like a B lean. Oh! Cop's a heavy one. Crim's over there and already successful with some damage. Nikido's desperate to catch that walk up. Cypher's got some good restraint on him. Confirmation of the AWP presence. Was still ramp. Flash forces the shot.
Mezzy's so forward here.
Wait, Roland's going to do the glitch molly.
It's just a fake, though. They're going B.
Forces Fasher into middle. And they hear him. Mezzy should, doesn't get the flag. I don't know. Volt again continues to lay down the law in pursuit of something more beyond comprehension. What we thought was beyond reach and reality.
They have to save. They have to save again.
A seventh round is being locked on in.
Some of these entries, well, they're not even entries. They're like mid-round exchanges, right? Volt when he went mid to B and killed Mezzy on the site, and this time just that hard clear onto that wood player of Mezzy again, and they're into the site. Fnatic don't have any positional advantage. They're smoked off. They throw out some jarring utility, but into the breach have the number advantage. They take the time. They get the bomb down, and now they get 7. Fnatic can't risk going for a round like this, and it looked like they had so much ramp control at the start of the round. It was Cypher again. He gets 1 kill, goes down. Rallen goes, throws out a smoke, forces nykytilan back. They lose all of that A information. Mezzy gets stranded. It's just that 1 kill. Again, highlighting Volt, who started this series in a really rough spot. Him and Rallen over there on Inferno, they were missing. They could have been the missing piece for Into the Breach, but now they're here, and here is where it matters.
Yeah, precisely. Exactly. When you look at Volt across Inferno, when overpass, he finds himself towards the lower end of the table. But right now,
7-1.
7-1.
The new gen on a new map. This is the thing, right? A lot of people, they don't love watching the Vertigo here, but these kids, they love it. It's a map that you can get around these smokes. It's more fun to play than it is to watch. I think you hear from a lot of them.
Yeah, well, they're definitely having fun. I couldn't say the same for Fnatic right now. They do need something more to work with. We've already seen 14-1. And they're looking for a whole lot more. Roy, that's a big one. Get Cypher out of the equation immediately. A dream. There's no response available as Roy just throws caution to the wind. He goes peppering through, spamming smokes, repositioning. And things might calm down for a moment. Crucial, trying to find a way in. We know he's got those wall bangs in him. Looking for more is Roy. Thomas down in the dumps, and more
there
as
we
well.
go.
That's what you were hoping to see.
And confidence there as well. We'll extinguish their molly, we'll take the fight, we'll stall them out and continue to repeak. So finally some of that individual brilliance from Fnatic being put on display here. Volt and Rallen will be looking for damage. There is money for a buy into the next, so even though it is a 2-on-5 situation, their job is not done. Such an aggressive push from Crims here means if they do return towards B, he should be good for at least a kill, but nykytilan as well. Not wanting to relent, not wanting to give up control of this ramp position, so maybe Fnatic are finding themselves here. Smoke at a flash. Oh,
just shy.
Nothing, huh?
Good reactive util. Limits their options.
You get a HE on Rallen towards headshot, and that's a kill onto Roy.
It could work out nicely. You've got to get past nykytilan short. There's the nade. You'd need a whole lot more. Fasher next up.
He can plant.
Out, and they're going to get it down. That's nice. A plant. Okay, that's all they'll get. But it is extra funds. And so the fun can continue for Into the Breach as Fnatic will wrap up a second.
He saw Cypher there as well. We're expecting flashes to come, so they've thrown that molly. It's been extinguished. That has facilitated Roy to go for that fight for the opener. So you see here, he drops a flash, Cypher turning. That molly coming a little bit late, right? So Cypher, while he is trying to dodge the white screen, just goes down to Roy. A fantastic opener for him and nykytilan combine the Copenhagen Flames component of this Fnatic roster. Making their money over towards ramp to get the second round for Fnatic now. Has to be a whole lot more of that. Consecutive rounds necessary.
Bit of a different look to this one. I say that as a lot of the similar utility is thrown out. And Cypher up and about. Good damage. He wants to dunk. Doesn't want to burn for it.
Yeah. Might get away now. Oh, he's hanging around Sandbag. All right. Glutton for punishment there as he drops out the ramp Sandbag one-way smoke. So still really vying for this control. Cypher took 70 points of damage there as well, but still a lot of utility retained here for Into the Breach. A lot of this is about are we going or are we not, and this back and forth block utility means that Fnatic are only left with a couple of smokes and a couple of flashes and a minute 10 to defend.
Yeah, will we, won't we? One of the ways you can get that smoke under the boards.
Yeah, well, nykytilan has been stubborn with peeking the ramp, and it looks like they are worried about that right now. So if they drop this and then clear, that's very telling to Fnatic what's on the other side. Jump spot, doesn't see anything. Now they can come through. Treat that as their passage up towards A. Fascia mid, Crims, Mezzy B. It is just nykytilan and Roy here, and they will get executed upon.
Util's good. Forces some uncomfortable angles, and you can see that Fnatic have called for the cavalry. Roy spotted over the smoke. nykytilan as well, down, over, good onto Fascia. He's got one. Limited Fnatic, they spam the smoke, but that bomb will go down. I say that as Fascia throws his body through the smoke. And into the breach should be set for collection. That's if Mezzy and Crims can't disrupt. They've got a frag each so far. Crucial on the sandbags. A prime position to lock out this retake. No smoke, it would go a long way. Instead, Crucial allowed to hold the line. Spotted out, forced away. Time is of the essence for this retake. Jumping up into the scope, and Crucial knows where the last is. Nice try, good shot. Crims will have to turn tail. And we have 8. Ladies and gentlemen, into the breach, take the W on their T side.
You can just see it here. He asked the questions, right, about these teams coming from the realm of just online Counter-Strike, where they're playing hundreds of maps when these tier 1 teams, part of the partner programs, are playing 50 in the same type of time frame, even less. But they have all the moves, they have all the plays. Right? They can shoot. That's never been the question about Counter-Strike players on the come-up. It's about their understanding. And right now, Into the Breach are playing like a team. Their individuals are stepping up when accounted for. But the question is, the question is for Fnatic, how do you stop this?
So good, man.
Woo.
You're so sick.
Oh, he's having fun now, yeah.
Hyping him up.
I'm sorry for talking over you there, Cypher. I wanted to hear all of that, mate.
Well, very, very sick. He's happy with what Crucial's been laying down.
Timeout number 3.
Happening.
Are they going to literally burn your team into these rounds? But it's just not happening. As Into the Breach, I like this. Off the back of the Fnatic chit-chat, the conference with Keita, the Brain Trust, they made a choice. Fnatic knew how they were going to open this round. nykytilan has a good ramp swarm. Maybe they wanted to go aggressive. Juve right now on the mic, he's taking this extra 30 seconds. Hey, boys, let's consider our next options. We can break them. We've got them right where we want them. They're on the ropes. We have all the momentum. We are running away with this. And the problem is, if this game gets close, that's where the nerves for Into the Breach are going to build. But if they can steamroll, if they can hold this momentum, it doesn't start to creep in because it's just going round after round after round. But as soon as there's resistance, that's where the mental will get tested.
Yeah, right now, you're right. In terms of Into the Breach, you don't have to start overthinking it when you're just bulldozing.
Exactly. You don't even have to question the way you're approaching the map. One of the rounds you lost was just to pistols.
Right.
And then the gun round you lost, you win immediately back in. But Juve making them at least consider what their next options are. This might be a genius timeout here as the B flurry has exchanged.
Oh, he's dead.
Nade down.
Oh, somehow getting away, and Thomas was going wide up the stairs. This already has a different flavor all over the shop. Molly, nade, exchange, it's Crims with a headshot. Thomas down early.
Yeah, I felt like he was to the rescue there, didn't it? Rallen was low, so he put his body on the line. Now, if they do want to return to A, Cypher has been doing a good job of communicating what's been going on. You see his mouth, motor mouth right here. Not loving those in-ears. Another little adjust before they do get underway. Mezzy and Crims continuing to stay active over towards B. From the ladder room. Oh. Yeah, the molly, it just flushes nykytilan further back. He knows he has to fight. He takes down Cypher, and the other three are going to ping-pong across the map. So the pendulum swings, and Fnatic looking good for their third now. All the way back up towards middle here, I think.
Yeah, this one less than ideal.
Ah, I see what we're doing. We're starting to fortify for a save right here. Everybody locking down towards spawn. Crucial Zorb to cover off that A push. Hold up towards middle, and I think Rallen will deal with B. So, Mezzy, you might go down here. You will get the information that the round has been secured. You're not going to be looking towards spawn. Here you go. Bang. Yeah, there you go. Confirmed. Yeah. So,
well, I found them, boys.
Yeah, I know exactly where they are.
I don't really fancy going into that, though.
It's interesting that Fnatic haven't started to go like all in towards A ramp, considering how difficult some of the rounds have been over there. They're still starting with the 2-1-2. It means that Mezzy and Crims can really send them away from that B lobby, which we saw in this round, and we've seen it in previous rounds. They're happy to have more exchanges. If you're the B defender solo, a lot of teams would traditionally run a 1-1-3. That's 3 players over towards A. One guy might set up those A players, then focus mid, and then one guy B, and that B player is off the retake scenarios. But you do get lurk smoked out, punch off, you have to set back, you have to suspect those. So by having 2 there, it means that you're more confident taking fights exactly like that. A great shot from Crims. And only one here from niko as well. A 2-man advantage in round 11, but round 12. So the timeout, off the back of Fnatic's timeout, did not profit for Into the Breach.
Going for the usual shopping list off the rip. Cypher, he's got his flowchart set up, his flight path lined out. Crucial to provide the overwatch from that crane or onto that crane position.
Just to build on the conversation we were just having, they just started 3B. Mezzy pushed all the way down to the stairs, mollied out of position, copped a bit of a nade, and down to 50. So Rowland has communicated at least a heavy stance towards B.
Well, Cypher, he could have trouble with niko re-aggress here. Perfect from Cypher. He catches Roy. I'd assume the knee-jerk trade, but niko doesn't hit it. Into the duffel bag.
They can pause right now, right? They have a lot of time on the clock. This smoke over towards B will start to fade and Rowland can push, but niko, speaking of push, has taken back an awful lot of space here.
Good jump away. Doesn't want to concede any advantage after finding that gift. On to Roy.
They're pushing. They need info.
Understandable. Nate does nothing. Molly's great. Forced away. Smokes are in. 2 bundled together. Shoulder to shoulder. He had his knife out. He's jumping around. Baiting shots. Crims has got his Scorper safe. And they have the advantage.
Rounds in B. They can drop back.
Oh
they
my
can
God.
drop back right now. Crucial that stand back. It's a power position. They need to get this plant down. Crucial can kill them all.
Okay, hold on. He's keeping boots planted. The bomb, it's going to make it in time. Crucial, he just has to survive. They're looking for him. He's even ready for it. niko about to walk into the scope and another for Crucial. This is something special as a 9th comes through. Crim still, the AWP and Mezzy. Yeah, you found the bomb. You got to get through these 2. Considering the strain, Rana will turn, traded by Volt, and sent 52 floors down as the 9th round comes through into the breach. They are leaving their mark on Vertigo.
That is a sick round right there, and you see what it's done to Crims. This is the most experienced member in the server right now. 2-time major champ. First major, last major, right now up against the ropes against the British. I didn't think he'd be feeling the wrath of this today. But this is miraculous Counter-Strike here. You love to see it. The final timeout forced. All 4 again in the first half of play. And I said Crucial can kill them all. Well, he almost did. Just getting to play around the power position on A while the bomb's planted on B. An Orpa's dream. Take those fights. It doesn't even matter. And they are in the dumps. Putting them in the bin. And they are getting fired up now. So close to achieving Counter-Strike history.
Yeah, and that's not hyperbole. This is never before seen.
You're going to go back to the glory days. Like, honestly, you go back to 1.6, you had, like, the Dignitas guys, right? No, 4 Kings, sorry. Like, let me get the order corrected. But the 4 Kings, early days of UK Counter-Strike, had, like, the Magic Capras and stuff, and then you move into Source. That's where UK was actually a contender. You know, you had your Birmingham Salvos. They won a championship gaming series, right? Your Rattlesnakes, your Pete's, like, these are the guys. But this is back in my day. This is back in 2008, 2009. We're talking over a decade ago.
Yeah, and for the longest time, UKCS was just seen as, like, hobbyists.
Just guys arguing at a LAN where you guys go to get drunk. Like, you know, it wasn't taken seriously because it felt like the players didn't. But it feels like now finally a core who have got their act together. They're young. They're hungry.
They pulled up their socks in a very big way and now blowing Fnatic's off. Oh, if Roy does that one more time, the pre-aims are good. And he loses his head. Not another one. niko in trouble. He's got too much to handle. A double out of Cypher and 10 imminent.
These guys are cooked right now. This is...
How many timeouts have they got?
Fnatic.
Are you still 4?
They got none.
Oh, dear.
Fnatic got nothing.
Oh, my.
They are stumped. Mezzy might win a defect.
Yeah, right. He's going to be hitting him up in the DMs. Yo, boys, room for a 6th.
This is just, there's a spanking right now. This is an absolute hiding. These 2 back-to-back maps. Don't even look at the second half of Overpass. It doesn't matter. It was a 14-1 first half on Overpass. Fnatic's pick They did the hard work on Inferno. That's a map that they've been struggling on. A map that they took G2 to overtime on yesterday. Couldn't get across the line. Into the breach, think it's a weakness. They pick in as Mezzy doing his best right now to hold on to this rifle. They need everything they can get here, Fnatic.
He does well. He does well enough to maintain. He's earned the honor of keeping hold of his rifle, but I mean, that's bittersweet. Yeah, congratulations. You get the M4 into the next. Your teammates are operating at about 3K, and your opponents have got, well, oodles of cash to spare. And a 10th round on the board. What a great sequence into the A site here. Ready for the boost, ready for it all. Cypher is in the zone right now.
This is the thing. Right now, they're not awake. Into the breach are just playing. This is the flow state, right? They have entered this as a team. They are riding this emotion, this adrenaline, and Crims with a push.
Rollin, one, Mezzy, at least another,
Big
but it's
trade.
Colt. He's ready. And there's more. More in the feed. Niko's down. It's up to Roy, and it's a great shot. Maybe he can get a rifle. Maybe there's something to be said about this one, but Thomas doesn't seem to think so through the smoke. A big round in the grand scheme of things as Fnatic, they crumble once more.
Is this tier 1 Counter-Strike on land? I think Into the breach are thinking, this is too easy.
Right?
Sign us up for this every day of the week. They also beat FaZe in a best of 1. They beat Ents on this very map. Right? These are big names in World Counter-Strike.
Like, if their path to the top 8 is FaZe, Ents, and Fnatic,
you can't question that.
I challenge you to question that. In this best of 3, all 3 maps, and Fash is dead again. 11, as Juve has to contain himself, has to be realistic that this is not done. The battle is not won, but what you have right now is trending in that direction.
This halftime break is going to be a real telling moment because they need to keep focused for about 2 minutes. Right? And that's where the brain will start to wander, especially with a scoreline like this.
You're right.
Even if you're playing a pug and you're winning the half of Vertigo 12 to, you feel you've won it.
Yeah.
Right? These are professional Counter-Strike teams. I know that Vertigo can have some variance to lean T-side, but not this much. Not what could be a 12-3 scoreline. Fnatic have to salvage something here. They've got the guns out to do so. They need to stall out Cypher. You can't keep having this space on ramp. A statement needs to be made, and they've changed things up. Fasha here to help them fight.
Good catch. Fasha does deliver, and it's Roy as well. That's the ramp shutdown you need. Fnatic's rounds have come when this is how the rounds begin, but Crucial, he's the one to step up in the aggressive play.
Nobody's looking!
That's ridiculous. He's gotten away with murder. In cold blood, Crucial pulls him right back into the 3-on-3.
They finally started 3A fighting a little bit more, right? Fasha was there with the rifle to be in the mix. He gets that opener. And nobody's ready for the short walk up.
So many nades. So many nades, surely. I mean,
this is 100% just go and execute.
Right.
If you have exactly what you pointed out. If you have this much utility and this much time in the round, all you do is go A, execute. Left, right smokes, molly headshot, right? And then you're in. All you need to do is clear out close short. And because they have a molly on everybody, they can molly close short. Whack the one off the beam, flashes a player out, gives him a choice, fight or flight. Smoke left, right, headshot, bang, you're in. Perfect right now. The util is bang on. Those are the 2 key positions you have to clear. Now here comes the smokes. The headshot molly for Volt available here as well.
Double nade.
Don't worry about the molly.
God, it's perfect. You got 1 nade, sure. It will stop the bomb plant. No, it won't. Tell a lie. It was someone else. Volt down. And can Mezzy give something for Fnatic to work with? A 4th would go a long way in the grand scheme, as this is the only map Fnatic have to battle for the playoffs, and only 3 rounds to boast. It's Mezzy in the clutch, a 1-on-1. He's holding it. Crucial, the AWPer. He needs to finish it.
No!
Oh! He does it in time. 12 into the breach, looking to make Britain proud, as they just need a strong start in the next half of play.
Heroic look like still one of the most dangerous teams.
What motivates me is just the feeling of unfinished business.
This team of youngsters are hungry.
Me and Stout, we played together for soon 4 years. He's been twice named as one of the 20 best players in the world.
Heroic are just so fucking cool.
They are playing much more aggressive. It's all calculated.
Leaving Counter-Strike Global Offensive with the last major title. Nobody's gonna come take that away from you. Nobody's gonna say they ever won the last one. You fucking did it. Anyone we draw is gonna be feeling way worse than we are drawing them.
Kan fucking vise dem, det er vores major! Kom nu!
There's no question, this is the culmination of everything that we've been doing for the last 10 years.
It's the last day of the Legends stage. Cutthroat, Counter-Strike, and Into the Breach seem unfazed. Fnatic, the pedigree this organization boasts, and yet it's Into the Breach that come into this final half of play with their heads held high. 0.4 seconds on that defuse, and they deny the fourth. You can see what it means to them. They are within touching distance. They can almost feel it. They can almost have it. It's so close, just out of reach. Fnatic, they have to play perfect from here on out, and Into the Breach, they have to hold on, keep their heads cool, because the mentality and flow state they brought through that first half has got them this far. A pistol would be huge if they could really seal the deal with something as trivial as a pistol round. They've played thousands of them, but this one...
There you go, they're all here, Alex. Thomas has a flash. Oh, go with the flash!
Got a headshot! He has to move now.
It's all about this Thomas flash now. They're going to skirmish, they're going to fight. Thomas will flash high and they'll push. Watch this.
Oh, Roland's been caught. Nice work from Crims on that molly. It's a nice off angle for the plant. Trying to fight them through it. It's Crucial, another one. Pushing. Oh, Crucial! So much damage! Has he done enough? It seems it may be so. With only 35 HP, nykytilan has to be perfect. Fnatic watching through their fingers as their spot in the playoffs slips through it. All four of the players dead, silent, hoping, praying, finding any deity they could possibly wish upon a star that they can take this round and start off the comeback for those playoffs. Oh! And it's nykytilan that injects some hope as he gets away from the first shot. Volt, he has some health. nykytilan has the aim. It's 40 seconds. This battle of brains. Can Volt launch into the breach, into a quick close? He repositions, he takes the fight, and nykytilan falls into the breach, one step closer.
Volt with a big clutch, that jolt of energy they're going to feel right now, from Fnatic rise into Fnatic fall and all the way out. That pistol round, the stat I quoted at the start of this, for both these teams with their pistols, 100% conversion in the second. Now for Fnatic, that has faltered in this game, and look, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it is held true for Into the Breach. I don't think they've lost a second round after their pistols so far in this series. If they can do it again right here, and Fnatic are going to give it to him. Fnatic are going to give it to him. Don't worry about that round. This is 14 secure.
Wow. 14
is all but secure here. It's a Deagle and 4 Glocks. They're just 2 rounds away. Like, I'm calling this one early, but what are you meant to do with Fnatic? This is Vertigo. This, you know, this isn't like a Mirage or Inferno where maybe you get some control and you spill out, you grab a rifle. This is a map where, you know, you're going to need some util to get some ground. And they're just going to have to sit and wait and pause. And the anticipation right now, like, I don't think anybody knows what it feels like, right? There's only few players, the players to make it this far, but to just know how close you are. Keep that focus. I'm a loss for words here. This has been some proper Counter-Strike, and that's the thing which is I think the best thing to be said about Into the Breach. It's been proper CS. They should be proud of the way that they have functioned in the server here today.
Yeah, it feels like they've all been waiting to find one another in this ride to the playoffs. Crucial. Active as a player since 2013.
Oh,
the very start.
He's been having a crack for many years.
It's his first major, and look at him, 17-6. He's flying so high now as he simultaneously breaks Fnatic's hopes and dreams. There's nothing left for them here. They're going to have a gunny. They're going to have to play it perfect. They held on to this crazy lead. They managed to manufacture over on overpass, but will they get into their heads here? It seems like Fnatic are already inside theirs.
It's just the momentum, sorry, of Into the Breach. It hasn't stopped. It hasn't stalled. I question what would happen in that break. Will they come out and Volt wins that 1v2, turn 1-on-1 against nykytilan, and now Fnatic, sure, it does feel like a last-ditch attempt here. This is the team that won the first ever CSGO major. No, let's take that back. This is the org that won the first ever CSGO major all those years ago. DreamHack Winter 2013.
Oh, there you go. Roy, a very nice scalp to take. Crucial, a couple of pot shots as evasive maneuvers are adopted, and
look at this gamble. Look at the radar right now. See all that purple starting to come? This is just a gamble.
Whoa, Thomas. He got away with that.
They might want to keep fighting if you're going to call this stack.
Fash is investigating B. nykytilan advancing up the A side as well. Spotted out. nykytilan trying to sell this. Slips short. This is nice. Cypher and Thomas considering B as a potential.
Fasher still doesn't have any real space on B. He's only just in the lobby right now, which is good control. But that gamble they had, they thought more of a push was going to come from Fnatic here.
Yeah, it's suspicious now. It's got a bit quiet.
This one gets weird.
Decisions to be made.